The next arch brought us to a small wooded area at dusk, and a most peculiar sight. As bats did their aerial song and dance for dinner, a man hung by one foot from a T-shaped tree. His left leg crossed behind at the knee, and his arms were behind his back. A soft glow shone around his head that sported a gravity-induced haircut. Oddly enough, he seemed very content, if not utterly comfortable, in this presumably awkward position. The thought crossed my mind that he may be in a trance or meditating. He opened his eyes, smiling serenely as we walked up to him, and introduced himself as Talek. We asked him if he would like us to help him down, or at least get upright. He shook his head. Well, does he need water or food? Again, he refused our offerings. Perplexed at his predicament, we asked if there was anything at all we could do for him. His calm, relaxed face broke out into a full-fledged guffaw of a laugh. "My dears," he started, "I have never been better or happier. I have finally accepted what is. I have surrendered to not knowing what is around the corner, or any notion of security, or any notion of what the future brings. I have let go and let God. I trust that my highest good is coming to me even if I am upside down. It truly is a new and complete change in perspective for me. I know deep in my heart that I am being held in the arms of the divine and supported about who I am and what I have come to do. Can you say the same?" We both shook our head. "Well, maybe it's just not time for you yet. May I share something with you that you may find interesting?" We both nodded. "Just over there, do you see that extremely tall tree?" he said as he pointed to the right with his chin. We both nodded. "That is an ash tree, symbolizing the world tree. They can grow to over 150 feet high. They connect the underworld, Middle Earth, and the spiritual realms, thus being an effective conduit for mystical powers. Their height represents the need to rise above earthly troubles and retreat to a higher plane to achieve a higher perspective through silence, submission, and meditation, thereby achieving grace, which is about divine overshadowing and divine blessings. They are the perfect example of achieving success by alternating between effort and release. To me, the key to all is release, which is my blessing to you. Release what you no longer need and accept that which is. Choose to surrender to the divine and accept the divine grace which is your birthright as a child of the One Light. That is all I have to share." We thanked him and asked where the next set of stairs are. "Oh, they're just beyond the ash tree. My moon stairs have sodalite crystals around the moon for confidence and encouragement to live your truth through actions and words. It will enhance your intuition to reach that higher plane like the ash tree." He closed his eyes, dismissing us, and we left. After a short distance away from Talek, I stopped Inaiyekia and said, "Wow, that was short, sweet, and weird. Is he always like that?" "Well, usually, but he's not a bad guy. He just makes his point, and that's it. What he didn't mention is that he's a kind of a symbol of martyrdom and sacrifice. To be suspended in time until a decision can be made and a need to sacrifice or let go of one thing to gain something better. You see, a sacrifice to the greater good for whatever a decision is being made. Remember when we were at the Wheel of Fortune, and I asked you to pray for the highest and best outcome for all life? That was your sacrifice. You gave a little, you sacrificed a little something for a better outcome for all. Thank you for that. And remember that you hesitated a little before ascending the stairs that the wheel had designated as the best choice. That was your suspension in time, okay? This is something we all do, almost without realizing that we're doing it. But when we meet someone like Talek, and the process is laid out before us, it is easier to realize how we operate. We hesitate, or suspend time, to decide what small sacrifice to make to gain a better outcome for all, which includes ourselves. It's win-win. As we passed under the ash tree, I couldn't help but stop and hug it hard. When I did, I felt deep divine love permeate through every cell and space between of my body. Softly, almost a murmur, came the chant, "You are loved, you are blessed, and so it is. You are loved, you are blessed, and so it is. You are loved, you are blessed, and so it is." Without realizing it, I chanted along, as if in a dream or trance, totally enthralled, giddy with the surrender to and acceptance of that love. Ina Iekia gently pulled me off the tree. It was then we spotted what seemed to be a small pond surrounded with beautiful plants. At the edge was a small set of shallow steps, and in the place of water, a great light of scarlet, turquoise, lemon, deep emerald green, and shimmering gold. As we drew closer, young frogs sang a welcome for us to bathe in the healing light. How could we resist? So we fully immersed ourselves, playfully swimming like dolphins and bursting with joy. Eventually, we emerged refreshed and buoyant from the experience. Then, giggling like schoolgirls, we went on to the moon stairs and up to the next archway.